Hello. So this is life after divorce. Eventually, I'm gonna write a book. I already started writing a book, and the name of the book is going to be called "If You Think You're Lonely Now," and that's an old song by Bobby Womack. If you think you're lonely now, that's been on my heart to write this book. And life after divorce. So today I want to talk about, and to be honest, this has been very, very therapeutic for me to talk about life after divorce. Because for a minute there, then I'm getting older and I haven't remarried or really not dating anybody. And my kids is all grown. Matter of fact, my baby just turned 27 yesterday. And then you look around and it's like, oh, they all grown. And I'm out here and I'm a free agent. It's like you don't have to worry about no kids or no grandkids anymore. Because after divorce, like I said, you take so much time fussing over your kids, getting them out of high school, getting them away at college. Well, my oldest is 34. I know I look like I'm 34, but at least I feel like, even if I don't look like I'm 34, I feel like I'm 34. So with that being said, this message might not be for everyone. It might be for one person in particular that might be considering divorcing their husband and leaving and finding themselves. And think that, like I said, this might be for one person. It might not be for everybody. It might just be for one person. But one thing that got me yesterday, I seen a picture of Lala Anthony and her husband Carmelo Anthony. And yesterday I seen a picture of them with their son, who's now in the NBA. He's doing good. And they had a picture of her standing there looking cute with her cute self, and they had the husband standing there on the other side. He just was smiling. But I don't know if you remember their story. They got a divorce because apparently he cheated or whatever, and he made a baby or whatever. But she never met anybody, or at least never got married again. No matter how much bad he did, whatever he did, she didn't meet anybody again. Which, he's a basketball player, girl. He look like he's about 6'9" or something, but he's fine, and he hasn't got married again. But eventually, they had to show up for their son, and thank God he's respectful, because he's never. I've never seen him with another woman. And I've never really seen her with another man. So my point is, even though you get a divorce, you don't get rid of your spouse. You don't get rid of them. And especially if you got kids. So they showing face for their son. So they both showed up for this photo shoot, which would inclinate they are getting back together, or they just showing up as a happy family for the son. So at the older age, on the other side, as much as you fight to get away from your spouse, you don't just get rid of them because you have a piece of paper that says you're divorced. So if you can work it out, especially if you have kids, it's good to try, if you can work it out, because you don't, because in your mind when you leave, at least you have a thought that, oh, I'm gonna meet somebody else, that's going to treat me right or going to do better. Or you'll say, because the movies say, society say, oh, I could do bad by myself. But who wants to do bad? Either way, I don't want to do bad. But you don't just up and meet nobody else. Or you don't want to do bad by yourself. So if you're in a relationship and you're married or have somebody, try to live in harmony. And if it's really, really, really bad, find out what you can do with yourself. With yourself. Stop blaming the person. Figure out what you can do to better yourself. Now, in my opinion, this is her business, but Lala Anthony, she worked a lot. She worked a whole lot. So apparently he had enough time on his hands to do whatever he was doing. And like I say, you come to that point sometimes when you're married, when the kids is teenagers, because they've been divorced a while. So probably when the little boy was, when he got around a teenager, she was really wrapped up in her career. And she just figured, well, I'm married, I got the ball in my hand, and I got it going on. I can have my career and do it all. But no, honey, you got to be there to pop, lock, and drop it. And if you're not going to pop, lock, and drop it, you can't be trying to find out what he doing or what he not doing or whatever. Because to be honest, if she never told us what he was doing, we would have never known. I know I didn't. I don't even think people even care. Because he never disrespected her. And I think whoever he was messing with was way overseas somewhere. Whatever he was doing way across the... he wasn't even doing whatever he was doing in the United States. But in her point, he's just cheating. But you don't say what you did. You didn't say that you was working 12 hours, 7 days a week. And you didn't have time to pop, lock, and drop it. And you just thought because y'all was married that nobody else would keep an eye on him. And somebody else was keeping an eye on him. So you got to take ownership. Yeah, I found out he's cheating, but you still my husband. Because she divorced him. He never married none of the girls. Not that I know of. He still look like he's still trying to keep an eye on her. And if not, he's being respectful. He's not flaunting no one in front of her. Because I'm telling you, ain't no pain like it when they do meet somebody else. Because you ask Kim Kardashian. They said, you a billionaire and you fuss about how lonely you are. Kim Kardashian. Because Kanye, that girl jumped on Kanye like butter on toast. So my point is, you can say, oh, Dad, that man is this, that man is that, I'm leaving, I could do bad all by myself. But sis, you don't know how bad you gonna do. Because you don't just up and meet nobody. I'm telling you, you don't just up and meet nobody. Because if you have your husband and it's something, whatever was going on with you, at that point, if you ain't resolve it, that issue, whatever it is, mama problem, daddy problem, childhood grief, or whatever is going on with you, if you don't resolve it, because it's not resolved, you still not free to meet nobody else. You know what I mean? Because you got to still do the work on yourself or whatever. Whatever you have to do. Yeah. Which, if you in a marriage, you still have your husband, you have your kids, you're keeping your family together, and you just work through those issues. Now, Lala Anthony, she done dated a couple of people, but if she's still a workaholic and do all this stuff like, she was doing when she had a husband, you can't, whatever it took to keep them, that's what you're going to have to do, whoever you with. You know what I mean? Because what they said, the men not looking for no alpha woman. Now you hear it more and more. They looking for a feminine woman, gentle woman, someone who, responsive, And that boss bitch, you know, it works for some people. Which I'm not necessarily lonely, but because I'm at a place where I am at peace with myself. But I see a lot of young ladies like me when I was that age, that, like Tatiana Taylor, she done up and left her husband. But she was married. She was at the ushers parties and still hanging out at an usher party and doing this and dancing, and she had a career. But when you got a husband, you just throw him away like that because you find out he's cheating. I'm just saying, you throw him away to go where? Because they got 2 little girls. Them little girls love her dad. They love her dad. So if you feel like you want to be Wonder Woman and do all that, and he let you go do all that, he's still there for the dad. That fussing and arguing because you found out he, whatever he did, cheated or whatever, you gotta ask yourself, what part are you playing? What part are you playing? So a man, he made a video the other day, he was saying that all the stuff you do as a woman, all you do as a woman, all your man wants you to do is give him, is to receive him. That's it. He's not worried about your money. He's not worried about your career. He just wants you to receive him. You know, be there. If you need help, he wants to be there to help you. And said, if you do everything yourself, you don't need him. You got it. You got it. You know, like you out finding your career. You're doing your thing. You got this career going. You don't need your man. He said the man gonna find somebody that'll let him take care of him. And that'll be appreciative of him and be thankful for what he do. And I'm just saying, the young women, you want to have these careers and be boss this, boss that. Just check the profiles of women that have done it. It don't be adding up. Tatiana Taylor husband loved her. And the cute little girls, they loved her dad. And that's what I'm saying. When you divorce, them kids, they don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing. Whatever you trying to get away from, they don't know nothing about that. They love her dad. So if you can fix it, sis, or brother, whatever, you know, fix it. Fix it. Try to keep your household together. Because whatever you're arguing about or mad about, bitter about, it has to start with you. You gotta figure out what you before you just walk away. Figure out what you are doing to contribute. Don't just point the finger. Like I said, Tatiana Taylor, I don't know, it's almost like Eve and the apple. It's like if you have a husband, you just, all this success just comes to you. But you got to figure out what kind of husband you had. Because if you got the kind of husband that he still needs you to know how to praise him and love on him. You can't just be, because I did it. I was big-headed. What they say, big-headed. I got my own money. I could take care of myself. I could take care of my kids. I know I done said it. But as any of these older women, you just don't up and find a new husband. And if you do find one, you got, most of them wait till after kids is grown, or especially if them girls them kids is close to their dad and you divorce them, it's that blended family and you're gonna meet somebody new. It don't always, I'm just saying, it don't always work like that. Because you get that divorce, that piece of paper, that's all it is a piece of paper. You still got to do the work after it's over. And like I said, that Carmelo Anthony, he's really respectful. Because if he wanted to, he could have 3 or 4 women. Or whoever his baby dad. You don't know nothing. I ain't heard nothing about the kid's mom or whoever he had kids with. And see, with the modern day woman, we throw our husbands away because they make a baby. But them old women, they knew their husbands had kids. Like that movie Ray. The wife picked up the phone and said, the girl had the baby. The wife knew. Look at the movie Ray. But she was living in a mansion in Beverly Hills driving a Cadillac. She didn't care nothing about what he was doing out on the road. That's why I say it's a science to it. I know people want to just, they cheat, I'm throwing it all away. Them old women didn't do that, because I know, I got an aunt. My cousin went to college and found out her daughter was going to the same college as she was. And the lady was younger than her. A year or 2 younger than her. She confronted her dad and all that. He admitted that it was his daughter. And the girl was getting her doctorate degree or whatever. Getting her degree. She said he paid his child support. He paid for me to go to college. I don't have nothing else to do with him. My mom had a stepdad and I moved on. So, all that they was fussing about their dad had a baby. My aunt still married them. They've been married 60 years. Side baby and all. And that's the baby you knew about. Sometimes you don't even know about the side babies and the side mamas. You know. So you throw all that away because you found out he was cheating. But so when you find out he's cheating, that's just the end result. He done already cheated. So where was you at when the cheating was going on? Following your career, doing this, doing that. You can't just be like Barbie and Ken. You got a husband, you put him on the shelf, and you just think he's going to be there when you get back. You got to keep an eye on him. So, marriage is not for the lighthearted. So, the man also was saying in the video that's why men marry women that, work at restaurants or work at the Target or some, because the men need that energy of, oh, thank you, baby. Where they bought you a house, they bought you cars, they buy you clothes. They need that recognition or, thank you, or you bought their cell phone or you fixed it for them. They need that. But a lot of us women, we so much in our, I could do it all. I can do it all. I don't need no man. I don't need no man. I don't need no man. But then on the other end, you do want one. You just want him on your terms. And I'm just letting you know it don't work like that. Well, I'm 54. And like I said, me and my husband divorced in 2017. So that's going almost 10 years. But we've been separated since 2005. So going on 20 years since we've been separated. Apart. And like I said, I've dated, but I never found another husband. And that's not only that, that's because I had so much, I don't need no man. I could do bad all by myself. I don't need no man. But dang, you do need somebody every now and then to change your tires, tell you about oil. That's so funny because I see women on the side of the road. It's always a man that stops. But we don't need them. We don't want them. They bad. They can't do nothing for it. But let you get stranded somewhere. You'd be glad to see a nice strong man come change your tire. And the men be so nice. They come change your tire. Ma'am, you need help. See you change your, putting oil in your car. You know what you're doing? You need help. I can do it all by myself. I got it. You don't say that, girl. You be like, ooh, he's going to change my tire. God bless it. Ooh, can I give you $5? What can I do for you putting air in my tire? You know it. Or don't move and you need some furniture moved. Ain't nothing like that. 2 women trying to move furniture. Girl, get you 1 strong man or 2 strong men move that furniture. They do it in there. And all they want you to do is, oh, baby, thank you. Oh, look at all the muscles, honey. Thank you. Ooh, that's all they want. The recognition. Oh, yeah, he moved the table for me. Oh, yes, he did. Oh. I know my aunt said when she was married, she don't even remember having, which her husband died. She said she don't even remember having to put no light bulb in. She said he put the light bulb in. Oh, baby, thank you for putting the light bulb in. Oh. Just because he put the light bulb in. Oh, thank you, baby. But I was so into myself, I cut the grass. I did everything. Kept the house clean. I took care of the kids. I just thought I was Superwoman. I don't know where I got that from, but now I'm older. I'm like, oh, I can't do nothing. Can you help me? And the men be so nice. They help you, especially at work. They be helping you. Be glad. And you, oh, thank you. Oh. Now I'm in my feminine energy. Oh. I be thanking them. Oh, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. No problem. Just let me know if you need any more help. Okay, I sure will. But when I was younger, I could do it myself. I don't need no man. Yes, I do. And it's funny because out here in Arizona, you see all the Latino women with their husbands. And I see a lot of European women with their husbands. And I see some brown skin sisters with husbands. But when I was on the East Coast, that's what the girls would say. I could do bed all by myself. You don't need no man. Yes, I do. I'm 54. I need a man. I got a little friend now. He talked about how he's going to cook me some catfish. And you know what? I done bought catfish and the coating done came off of it. And he done shared with me. He said, I'll I'll walk you through, because he live in Tucson. He said, I'll show you how to make the catfish. And I'm like, oh, wow, God. Because I've been listening to a dating coach, so he just tell you have different friends. Just instead of going on apps or whatever, when you do, just hold conversations. So that's why I'm at a place where I'm just holding conversations with men. Just different ones. Just talking and getting in my feminine energy, learning how to hold a conversation. Because I know I'd be in the grocery store and men come up to me, oh, you look good today, or how you doing? And I'd be like, hi, and push my cart away, scared. But now I'm learning how you doing? Just smile. Because, I look good, but just smile instead of being mad. And, sometimes women be mad. What you want? Why you looking at me? No, hi, how you doing? So when I do get to a place when the right one comes along, I'm comfortable in my skin. Yeah. But right now, I just want to make that video. This is for my book. So it's funny because the YouTube has a transcript. So I'm like trying to figure out how to write a book. And I'm like, shoot, all I got to do is make 20 YouTube videos on this subject, and that's a book. And the name of the book is If You Think You're Lonely Now. And the reason why I said that is because in the song, he said, if you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, girl. If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, girl. So he was basically saying, you complaining about being lonely, but just wait and see. And that song's over 50 years, well, probably 30 or 40 years old. So the women been going through the same thing. He said, you say you could do bad by yourself. Wait and see. And he ain't lying. It's not easy. It's not easy. But it's easy to walk away. I'm running off into the sunset. You done got on my last nerves. But the reason why I'm making these videos, because we seen the old people, they just don't make them like they used to. It's not that they didn't make them like they used to. It's just people went through the different seasons. They went through it. Like this season with Lala Anthony. Whatever was season that the husband was doing, whatever he did, that season over now. And they still back to trying to smile for the camera, just for the picture, for the grown son. He grown now. So whatever you going through or went through at that season is over. The little boy don't even know nothing about that. He just want his mom and dad in the picture with him. So whatever she mad about, whoever she mad about, whatever happened, he don't know nothing about it. He don't care. And some of the kids even tell you, don't talk about my daddy. Them kids love their dad. Love their dad. Love them. And I'm telling you, when you have kids, they love their dad. They love their mom. So for the mom to say, I'm going to leave and take you away, them kids sometimes still always have a longing for their dad. So whatever you was mad about or upset about that made you leave, if you take the time to get yourself together, figure out what's wrong with you, go see a therapist or whatever, somebody that don't know you or your husband, and talk it out, you gonna get through that season. Because it's just for a season. Like I said, whatever Lala Anthony and her husband went through, that season's over. And she still ain't met nobody. And even if he has met somebody, he's good because he hasn't brought her in front of anybody to showcase. Because he wants to at least have some respect for his wife. And he ain't got married again. So who knows, maybe they'll get back together. Because she ain't met nobody. Because if she's a boss and all this, ain't nobody going to put up with that. And she done had so much plastic surgery to keep herself up looking good. She still ain't met nobody. Because the men in that criteria that she wants, they not putting up with that. Because they can go get the girl at the Wawa or Popeyes and Cinderella her. And it's so funny. I'm going to say this. I got some stories to tell. Tales from the salon. I remember a long time ago, I was working in the salon. This is a good story too. I'm going to say this for Tales from the Salon. But it was a long time ago, and this guy worked in the salon, and the nail lady, her son, he had a good job. He had a nice wife, 2 beautiful daughters. They lived in the country, big old house. The wife had a good job. The husband had a good job. Lo and behold, he went and made a baby with some girl from the hood. And eventually the wife left him and all that. But he didn't marry the girl from the hood. I think she just, did something different the wife didn't do. But some of the men, they need that admiration from their wife. You can't just get in your career and just not remember to give your husband, even if you do got a career, you still got to be balanced. You got to be able to tend to that husband. You got to be able to tend to that husband. You got to be able to tend to him. If you want to go on vacation, you got to be ready to go on vacation. Like I said, Lala Anthony, she was tied up in her career, whatever she was going on, whatever she had going on. She was tied up in it. She TV shows. She had a reality show. Next thing you know, her husband's out somewhere making babies. You got to be, if you're a wife, you got to be down for the cause. And I know, because I was, I had my own business. And matter of fact, my husband's the one that started the business. I just got big-headed. Big-headed. Because the money was good, and I was invincible. All right, I done spoke my piece. Like I said, this video might not be for nobody, but one person just thinking about leaving their husband and going to go off into the sunset and meet somebody new. Child, it ain't that easy. If you can find your milk and honey, find it right there with your husband. I'm telling you, it ain't that easy to go out and find another one, because whatever ails you with the first one, the next one that's gonna ail you too. And if it's somebody doing something, oh, he's mean to me. That's because sometimes you what's in you that you don't something in you that he can see that he can act like that. But when you get yourself together, that's your business. If you stay, you stay. If you stay, you stay. If you leave, you leave. That's your business. But all I'm saying, like Lala Anthony, she took all that to get away from that man. You do all that to get away. If it's something in you that ails you, it don't matter who you with, it's gonna be there. You gotta straighten it out, because at the end of the day, your husband, your kids still want to be in the picture with you and your husband. They don't know nothing about why the dad do this or that. Their kids still love their dad and wants their mom and dad in the photo to smile. You'll see it's a picture of Lala Anthony, her son, and the husband. The son is on it. I think he's in NBA or something now. But them kids don't know nothing about why you left dad. They just want mom and dad in the picture. And that's what it sums it all. That no matter where you leave and go, try to start all over again, that piece of paper do not divorce you. You still got to go through some stuff. And that new stuff, the blended family, that Brady Bunch life, that's another story. It's not easy. So if you got a husband and wife and y'all got kids together and y'all can make it work, just make it work. And not only ask God to show you what you need to do to make things better. And like I said, sometimes it's like you in line at the amusement park or line at the movies. Somebody might get out of line to go to the bathroom. Somebody might get out of line to go get the popcorn. But somebody got to hold the space. Somebody got to stand in line and hold your space. And sometimes that's how marriage is. Sometimes somebody, like with Lala Anthony and the guy, yeah, he was out there doing all that, but he loved his wife, he loved his son. He got out of line. Sometimes you might have to stand there until that person come back around. Either they do, or it might take years or whatever. But whatever, you still married. But just know that you might throw it all away, but you got to get back in the back of the line and start all over again. And it's not easy. It's not easy. And like the cute little Tatiana Taylor, oh, she got a beautiful family. Her and her husband done divorced, or she trying to get a divorce. For why, I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. You following your career. At least the husband, he was watching the kids while she was at work. But I guess she found out he was cheating or whatever, whoever. And she's not going to find nobody else to love on her kids like that. So it's still, I'm just saying, you for the next, if the little girl's 11 now, for the next 8 years, you still going to be tied up between this husband and these kids. You just you can't even really date. Because and that's another reason I have you think I'm got a big booty. My daughters had big booties and little waists. And I wasn't going to have my daughters telling me that Mr. Ray or Mr. So-and-so touched them. So maybe that's reason why I never really got married when I had kids, because I didn't want no man around my kids. And shoot, down there you got, and I had a son, I ain't want no man around my son. So like I said, the years just went by, because you really don't want no man around your son or whoever around your kids, especially when you got kids. When you first leave, you got your kids, and your mindset will be to set on getting them kids out of school. And then next thing you know, the years just go by. So like I said, if you learn to do fun things, if you are married, learn to do fun things with your spouse. Take a date night, go on trips once a year, do things together. And if you don't have the money to do all that, just go have an ice cream cone together. Whatever brought y'all together, remember those conversations or things y'all used to do together that make y'all love each other. But yeah, I could do bad all by myself. I don't know who came up with that. I could do bad all by myself. But like I said, if they do act crazy, it's just for a season. It's just for a season. Because if they did want the other woman or the other man, because women cheat too. Women cheat too. That's a whole nother story. But men, they not quick to leave us like we're quick to leave them. But anyway, all right. Well, like I said, this might just be therapy for me. But if you married, before you think about leaving, figure out what's going on with you that you so angry and can't tolerate, and people getting on your nerves. Maybe you need a spa day or two. But whatever you're going through, it's just a season. And God have a land of milk and honey for us all. And if you have your little family, try to, work on you. And then sometimes it might be a time where somebody get out of the line. You might have to hold the space. And then next time you'll be out of line, and they got to hold the space for you. And next thing you know, the years go right on by. Go right on by. All right. Talk to you later.